having access to public toilets on a daily basis is a problem for most of us. It's probably the least of our concerns. But imagine entering a men's toilet and being harassed, and entering a women's toilet and being humiliated. This is a problem that the transgender community faces on a daily basis.
We are talking about inclusion, not exclusion.
See, when I'm getting into a ladies' toilet, the way of behavior of some people, they see something different. They don't see us as a humans also, as if that we are come from other planet itself.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಗೋದು, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇರಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ.
Many of us get harassed in that manner the moment our voices don't kind of reflect what we are.
The community has been waiting for separate toilets for almost a decade. But has anything been done yet? Let's go find out. According to the 2011 census, India recorded over 487,000 people who identified as a third gender. Uttar Pradesh had over 130,000 individuals identifying as a third gender. Karnataka stood at the 9th position with more than 20,000 transgender individuals. The community in Karnataka has been fighting for several rights for decades. The usage of public loo is another addition to their already many worries. In 2014, the Supreme Court of India accorded third gender status to the transgender persons. The verdict also gave the citizens a right to determine the gender they identify with. The Supreme Court had issued a directive for separate toilets for transgender individuals in public spaces including hospitals. But almost 9 years later, separate toilets for the community remain only on paper. Aishwarya from Bengaluru has never seen a separate toilet for the community in any public space in the city so far. As this clearly goes against the Supreme Court's directive from 2014, Aishwarya believes that the authorities have swept the construction of these toilets under the rug, just like a lot of other things promised to the community over the years.
See, as I'm a trans person, I'm into the community, I myself never seen visibly as individual toilets for trans people. It's so, sometimes it hurts also, it feels funny also sometimes.
So why do you think having separate toilets for your community is important?
So we'll not have any discrimination. If it's others, right, then we'll not have any issues. Like in our community, we'll be having trans men or trans women or gay person or whoever it is from the community. That will be better. So instead of getting in somebody else's toilet, it's better we'll use our own toilets, right?
Several members from the community feel that having to choose which toilet to use has been difficult because one isn't safer than the other. A lot of people plan their day in such a way that they do not have to access public toilets on the go.
ಅಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ತುಂಬ ರ್ಯಾಗಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ತುಂಬ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನೋವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಏನೇನೋ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಗಳಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೇ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಈ ಥರ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಶೌಚಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಿರಿಕಿರಿ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಶೌಚಾಲಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವು ಸಪ್ರೇಟಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಅವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಗೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು. ಈಗ ಮಂಗಳಮುಖಿಯರು ಬಂದರು ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ, ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣೋ ಥರ ಅವರು ಏನೂ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅವರು ಫೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ತುಂಬ ಇದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ನೋವಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ.
She also told us that there have been several instances of transgender persons getting beaten up black and blue for using public toilets at bus stands. The stigma and stereotyping of soliciting is so strong that they're not even allowed to go anywhere near public toilets in major bus stands of the city, such as the Majestic bus depot.
KSRTC ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಬಂದ್ರೂ ಆ ಕಡೆನೇ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವ ಎರಡು ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ TC ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸೇರಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ.
Even among the transgender community, trans men seem to have a tougher time. Rumi Harish from Bengaluru feels that people tend to forget that trans men are an equal part of the community and have different needs compared to the trans women. Most people remain unaware of the issues that trans men of the community face.
I mean, like people like me, most of us, it's not that easy to undergo the phallus reconstruction, basically penis reconstruction surgeries. Amidst like 10 urinals, there'll be one commode where if you have to use the commode, first of all, you have to go through this gatekeeping and enter the space and then wait for the commode, which is shut by a door, because we are not the people that we can kind of use the urinals, and they will never understand. And I don't know why men think that they cannot give up on something that is so discriminatory. There is another toilet which is women's, where we cannot go there, and here it is like, so if we go there, they assume that we are harassing. If we come here, we get harassed in terms of the moment they get a slightest doubt, they try to brush you and go, and when they brush, they actually put hands anywhere and check. So those kind of harassments are definitely there. I've been body checked by men in public toilets, and I feel extremely disgusting that while you are waiting for the one room which has a commode and with a door, and others are right royally peeing in front of you without any shame, and you are like in such a weird situation.
While some members of the transgender community feel that having a separate public toilet would make the city more accessible, others feel that this wouldn't help because it would just make them feel even more excluded.
The separate toilet, I feel that that's also a direct discrimination. And I feel that always the schemes and in the name of inclusion, whatever they bring, government or the system is like that. Whatever they bring is basically a feudal system. Basically to say that okay, your space is that. We know. You should remember that. And what you need, how much you need to survive is this much. We will decide that. It is that kind of thing. It's again the feudal system going back.
According to the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill of 2019, discrimination against a transgender person in education, employment, healthcare, movement, and right to reside is a crime. We reached out to the BBMP regarding the construction and implementation of these toilets but failed to get a response. With camera person Prashant, Rishika Kashyap for Deccan Herald.